Hi students, in this video we will discuss ring chain isomerism. Very important for competitive examinations. Please take heading ring chain isomerism. Ring chain isomerism. Very important. Okay, first of all, note the statement. The compounds having the same molecular formula, but one compound has open chain structure while others are ring structures. Are called as ring chain isomerism. Ring chain isomers. And one most important note is ring chain isomers are also considered as functional group isomers. Okay, dear students, please note this statement. Some examples of ring chain isomers, very important for both G and NEET exams. Okay, examples. Alright. Example 1. Alkenes and cycloalkanes are ring chain isomers. Now one more example, CH3 CH double bond CH2. So this is propene alkene, propene. Its ring chain isomer is so like this, 3 carbons, 1, 2, 3, cyclopropane. Okay, this is open chain compound. This is closed chain compound, means ring compound. Hence these are called ring chain isomers. Why? Because the molecular formula is same. Please find molecular formula of these two molecules. What is the molecular formula of this compound? 1, 2, 3, 3 carbon atoms, C3. Now find hydrogen atoms, 3 plus 1, 4 plus 2 6 H6. C3H6 is the molecular formula of the given alkene. Now for this compound the molecular formula is 1 2 3 3 carbons C3. This is here 2 hydrogen atoms, here 2 hydrogen atoms, here 2 hydrogen atoms, means this is CH2 CH2 CH2, means totally there are 6 hydrogen atoms. So in this case also the molecular formula is C3H6, means the molecular formula is same, but one compound has open chain structure while the second one is closed chain structure, means ring. So this is a ring, this is a chain. So these two isomers are called ring chain isomers. So these are called ring chain isomers. Please note this. Now example. Now I will give, this is one alkene A, this is the second alkene B, next 1 2 3 4 5. So this is compound C, cyclopentane. So this is 1 2 3 4 5. So in this case also 1 2 3 4 5 pentane. 1 2 3 4 5. And another possible isomer also for this is, the fourth one is cyclobutane. This is methyl. 1 2 3 4. Okay. So this is D. Okay, listen. Here the position of double bond is first carbon. So in this case the position of double bond is second carbon. Now this is cyclopentane ring compound. This is cyclobutane ring compound. 1 methyl cyclobutane. Now 1 and 2 means A and B. A and B are position isomers. Okay, I think everybody understand, because everybody know. So which compounds are position isomers? Why? Because here parent chain is same for these two compounds, means the parent chain length always same for position isomers. 5 carbons. Here also 5 carbons, but there is a change in the position of double bond. Here the position of double bond is first carbon. So in this case the position of double bond is second carbon. So these are position isomers. Next, number 2. 1 and 3 means A and C. A and C are ring chain isomers, because one is open chain compound, other one is a ring compound. And third one, 1 and D means A and D. Here A and D also ring chain isomers, because this one is open chain compound, this is a ring compound. Okay, this is also okay. Next, fourth judgment is B and C. Here B and C also ring chain isomers, B and C. And B and D also B and D also, B and D also ring chain isomers. Ring chain isomers. Okay, I think everybody understood. So what about C and D? What about C and D? C and D are C cyclohexane, sorry, cyclopentane. This is cyclobutane. These are chain isomers. Very, very, very important. Chain isomers. Why? Because so in these the parent chain has 5 carbon atoms. So in this parent chain has only 4 carbon atoms. In case of chain isomers, there must be change, there must be difference in the total number of carbon atoms in the parent chain. Such isomers are called chain isomers. So C and D are chain isomers because there is a difference in the arrangement of carbon atoms. This is 5 carbon cyclic compound. This is 4 carbon cyclic compound. Means in this parent chain has 5 carbons. In this parent chain has 4 carbon atoms. Hence C and D are chain isomers. Please note this example, very, very important. Next, example 3. Aldehydes and cyclic ethers also exhibit ring chain isomers. Aldehyde, cyclic ethers. So one example for this class is CH3, CH2, CH2, C double bond OH. So this is aldehyde functional group. So this is A. Now the second compound is cyclic ether. How many carbon atoms are here? 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. 4 carbons. One, two, three, four. 4 carbons. Now the third compound is, I write like this. So this is 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth one. And D is like this. So these are 4 carbons. These are 4 compounds are listed. So in this example, please students, judge yourself which are ring isomers, which are chain isomers, which are position isomers. Okay, listen. And the third one also possible, means the fifth one also possible. This is aldehyde, CH3, CH2, C double bond O, CH3. So these are different compounds possible. For the molecular formula, what is the molecular formula of all these compounds? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 carbon atoms. and 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 2 7, 7 plus 1 8. There are 8 hydrogen atoms. So one more oxygen atom. This is the molecular formula for all these 5 compounds. Okay. Okay. Now judgment means which compounds are metamers, which compounds are chain isomers, like that. Please students, first of all, our topic is ring chain. A and B. A and B are ring chain isomers. Because this is open chain, this is a ring. First judgment over. The second judgment is A and C. A and C also ring chain isomers because A is open chain compound, C is a ring compound. Next, third judgment is A and D. A and D also ring chain isomers. Open chain and a ring. Okay. Next, fourth judgment is A and E. A and E are what about? What are these? Please students, show your hands. What are these? Which type of isomers A and E? Very good. So here this is aldehyde, this is keto group, this is the ketone functional group, this is keto functional group, this is aldehyde. So here the two molecules means A and E has same molecular formula, but there is a difference in the nature of functional group. Means here functional group is aldehyde, here the functional group is keto, this is aldehyde. So A and E are functional group isomers. Okay. Next, and E and C and E and D and E. Okay. Next, fifth one, E and B and E. B and E, comma. Next, C and E, comma, and D and E. So these are also ring chain isomer. Ring chain isomers. Okay. And so what about B and C? What about B and C? Next, sixth one, B and C. Anybody? Please answer me. B and C means here the parent chain has 4 carbons. Here parent chain has 3 carbons. So this is chain isomers. Okay, very very important. Next, B and D also. B and D also. B and D also chain isomers. B and D means here the parent chain has 4 carbons. So in this case parent chain has 1, 2, 3 carbons. So chain isomers. Now what about B, C? Okay, BC over, BD over. And now for what about C and D? C and D are anybody? C and D are position isomers. Very very important. C and D are position isomers. Please observe, this is the ether. So this is also ether. Here the substituent, sorry, the numbering is like this, 1, 2, 3. Here the This is the methyl group at first carbon atom. Here the methyl group is at second carbon atom. Please students, please observe the difference between this and this. Why these two are called as position isomers? These are position isomers. Why? Because here the methyl group is at first carbon. Here the methyl group is at second carbon. Here methyl group at first carbon. Here methyl group is at second carbon. So here the length of parent chains are different. Sorry, the length of parent chains are same. Listen students. So in this case and in this case, the length of parent chain is same. Means 3 carbon parent chain. Here 3 carbons, here 3 carbons. But there is a difference in the position of alkyl substituent. Here the alkyl substituent at first carbon. Here the alkyl substituent at second carbon. So these are position isomers. So very wonderful example. Please note this. Okay, one more example. I think everybody understood. So what is position isomerism? So what is called chain isomerism? What is called functional group isomerism? So what is called metamerism? So what is called ring chain isomerism? Okay. Now the next example is alkynes and cycloalkenes also exhibit ring chain isomerism. Alkynes and cycloalkenes also exhibit ring chain isomerism. Now I write one example. So this is one alkyne. So what is the alkyne? This means CH3, C triple bond C, CH3. So this is a bond line formula. So this is a complete formula. Okay. Now this is the given alkyne, means 4 carbons. Now I can write its chain isomer, means a ring isomer. So this is the ring compound. So this is the ring compound. So this is the open chain compound. Open chain compound. Hence these are called ring chain isomers. Molecular formula is same. What is the molecular formula of this? C4H6. C4H6. Here molecular formula is C4H6. Here also molecular formula is C4H6. So both having same molecular formula but having different structures. So these are called structural isomers. Which type of structural isomers? Ring chain isomers, because one has open chain structure while other one has ring structure. And other isomer also possible. Here I write. So this is 3 carbon ring. So this is substituted. Totally 4 carbons. Here also the molecular formula is C4H6 and other also possible for this. So this is okay. 1, 2, 3. Here 1, 2, 3. So these are different compounds. So this is A. So this is B. This is C. These are 3 different structures are possible for the given molecular formula C4H6. So A and B are ring chain isomers. Okay, and A and so this is a D. A and C also ring chain isomers. and A and D also, A and D also ring chain isomers. Ring chain isomers, because this is the open chain, this is the ring. Okay. Now this one and this one means B and C. B and C are chain isomers. Why? Because chain isomers, here parent chain, in this parent chain has 4 carbon atoms. So in this parent chain has 3 carbon atoms. Okay. So B and C are chain isomers. In case of chain isomers, the parent chain length must be different. Okay, molecular formula is same, but the parent chain length means the total number of carbon atoms in the parent chain must be different in case of chain isomers. And moreover, B and D also chain isomers. Now my question is, so what about C and D? What about C and D? C and D are position isomers. C and D are position isomers. Why? Because here the position means parent chain is same. Molecular formula is same. So in this case parent chain is 3 carbons. In this case also parent chain 3 carbons. But there is a difference in the position of methyl substituent. Here methyl substituent at first carbon. Here methyl substituent at the third carbon. So these are position isomers. Please note this example, very very important. Okay students, I think everybody understood. So what is called ring chain isomer? Isomerism. See students, this is open chain, this is a ring. So these two are ring chain isomers, ring chain. And A and B are ring chain isomers, A and C are ring chain isomers, and A and D are again ring chain isomers. But here B and C chain isomers, and B and D also chain isomers. So while C and D are position isomers, because the parent chain length has 3 carbons, but there is a difference in the position of alkyl substituent, that is methyl substituent. So okay, I think everybody understood. Okay, thank you students. So we'll meet again in next video. All the best.